Hi folks, this is your old pal, Uncle Al. I drink my own purple Kool-Aid. Excuse me. It's late at night. I'm kind of tired. I don't turn on the heat until December. California, they'll get around 40 to 50. I can live with that. Okay, Mr. Bear passed away. I'm very sorry for Hubble's cat. So if you want to send him a dance party to cheer him up, send your dance videos to Hubble's cat to try to cheer him up. His other dog passed away. Once he gets to the Shire, we all should pitch in and get him a nice doggy for the Shire. Please check out these people. Still praying for Palmetto Prepared. He's in a situation and he's working hard. Let's all pray for Corsair Trainer, but I recommend watching his channel instead. Read of Imagination of the Infestation of Imagination. I think that's it. That's Reed's channel. You should check him out because there's a weird storm just started in New Mexico and it's drifting over through Texas and Oklahoma. So I hope Reed's all right. And Old School Prepper. I gotta redo some of these cards. Now Wayne of the Ungrateful Peasant did a really good one on finances. You should check out that video and watch it 3 or 4 times until it sinks in your head. Because we have to go through phase 3. Excuse me. Been preaching this morning. Phase 3. And phase 3 is the worst one. Okay, we had diseases still going around. And then we have number 2. That's natural disasters and weather events. Now, Anthony at Palmetto Prepared is between 3 big weather events. There's a northeastern above them. There's Epsilon hovering off the Atlantic. Could be any target on the East Coast. What I'm worried about is if Epsilon hooks up with the northeastern, then the complete the eastern seaboard bought the farm from New York all the way down to Florida. Okay, I'm watching that one. I'm praying to God that these 2 forces don't combine. Another one is Hurricane Zelda. Or is it Zelda? Not Zelda. Zeta. Hurricane Zeta. It just clipped the Yucatan and it's just hovering in the middle of the Gulf like crazy mad. So I don't know if Florida and the southern states from from Houston towards Georgia may get hit. And if it does pick up steam and it could be like remember that hurricane that hit in 2005, Hurricane Katrina? 10 times that size and 10 times angry, and it doesn't move for 6 days. That's what I'm worried about, and me and my friends are arguing. And then we got this weird kind of J thing going down and then coming up. We're worried about if that hits, what 2 things might happen. It'll either go north and join the northeastern, or it's going to go straight up the Mississippi, backtrack, come back down, and clobber the whole eastern board like you would not believe. So I'm watching this like a hawk, folks. Now this one is for my friend. This part is for WD Glock and Roll. Please check out his channel. It's very good. And we'll come back to this. I got to explain what's going on that one. Okay. Since, since the last time we spoke about food, remember I told you about 30 days of food? So I'm holding this slowly for a lot of people in the back room who can't read that fast. Rice, 10 pounds per person. Okay, since we're coming to the home stretch next 2 months, I will double that to 20 pounds. Okay, you can still keep lentils at 10 pounds. The easiest rice you want to store, and don't get fancy, is long grain, plain long grain white rice. You have to be careful on rice, folks. Now, I deal with a lot of different rices, and I know what I'm doing with them. A lot of you guys have no idea, and listen to these experts. I have 40 years of experience. I don't want to starve, and I don't want 90 million people, hopefully, that listens to me, don't starve either, too. You want 10 pounds of lentil. This is per person. Okay, we got 20 pounds of rice. We have 10 pounds of lentils per person. We have barley, 10 pounds. We have tomato sauce, 10 cans or jars. That's for one person. We have pasta, 5 boxes. It could be any kind of pasta you like. Okay, so I'm holding that still. Olive oil. You want 2 bottles for 30 days for one person. I know I tend to go over olive oil, but olive oil has many uses. Your favorite canned meat, whatever you want, you can pick it out, go through it. You better hurry because the United States is a lot better off than most other countries. Seriously, I keep telling phase 3 hit a lot of countries around the world really hard. Okay, China is hit the worst. They're sending militarized fishing fleets to suck everything dry. They're sucking up water. They're looking for farmlands. They are on a crusade to feed their 3 billion people. They screwed up the count. They have 3 billion people. Those people are hungry. And when you get 3 billion hungry Chinese after your ass, you're screwed. Okay? Biggest threat in the Pacific is they're going to hit Australia and wipe out the Philippines, Japan, Korea, Russia. They have to feed their population. Okay? Canned meals, 10 cans. It could be chili, baked beans, meals ready to eat, soups, stews. Okay? But you want 10 cans. Any of these choices are good. All right? I'm holding that carefully. You want 10 cans per person. Okay? See that? 10 cans of canned meals. It could be chili. It could be baked beans. It could be ready to eat stuff. Soups, stews. Okay? Now, it could be any of those 3. It could be stews, ready to eat soups, baked beans, chili. Oh, on the canned meat, I had somebody, can I get those little cans of Vienna sausages? You need 100 of those little cans. If you're doing Vienna sausage, you need a 1 pound size. And only a few places I remember still carries that size. And who wants to eat Vienna sausage at the end of the world? Serious, folks. Okay? So you want 10 cans of whatever favorite meat you want to eat. Now, a lot of people will have this weird idea, but I eat fresh foods or I eat frozen foods. Well, you're out of luck and you're down the river. Now, if you do have a chest freezer, like my earlier videos about, I think, 250, I made 900 videos, so I'm trying to keep them in my head. If you have a chest freezer, what I would fill up is half meat, half frozen vegetables, okay? And a few desserts for the kids. But get your freezers full. Make sure you have a proper generator. A lot of you don't. I have a Roby here. I have 2 diesel generators, one at the dairy at my nephew's place. He owns the dairy. I have another nephew that owns the farm. They have a full size, full stock, big diesel generator. Between the two, I have to figure out in 1 year they use up 3,000 gallons of diesel. So it drives Uncle Alan nuts when I'm doing the accounting books and spreadsheets. Why can't we go solar, Uncle Al? We start at 4:30 in the morning. What's out in 4:30? It's dark, Uncle Al. They went to Harvard and Yale. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. I didn't want to use the Lord's name in vain. Okay, canned fruits. Hold that up really slow because I have lousy handwriting and I can't figure out how to do the print thing on the screen. You want canned fruits, 10 cans or 10 jars of your favorite fruit. It could be fruit cocktail, peaches, apricots, whatever. You want 10 cans, all right? Tea, 30 bags. Or it could be instant. David Lynn showed us in those little pouches. That's a really good deal. But you want 30. That's one person, 1 month, 30 days of food. Okay? So you have 30 bags of tea. That's 1 cup of tea a day. You want 2 boxes of cereal per person. See that? Per person. I know my handwriting's bad. Then we go on the flip side. Shelf-stable milk. Whatever you prefer. You know, it could be real, it could be plant-based. I don't know. It's your choice. Multivitamin, 1 bottle. Okay? 1 bottle, 30 days. Multivitamin. Sailor Boy crackers, 2 boxes. If you can't get Sailor Boy, right now it's $9. Thank you, all you nervous Nellies out there. Jams and jellies. Okay? Get about, if you get a big jar of jam or several small jars of jams and jellies, that'll be fine. Remember, once it opens, you don't have refrigeration unless you stick it outside in the winter. And that's going to be tricky. Nut butters. Could be peanut, almond, cashew, pecan, hazelnuts, and macadamia. Simple as pie. And then you just pick out for 30 days a big jar of peanut butter. It's not that hard, or almond butter, or cashew butter, or pistachio butter. Whatever kind of butter floats your boat. Okay, simple. And then you get Velveeta, which is a air temperature semi-cheese spread you could use. Okay, you want a cheese spread. I like those little jars. All different flavors from bacon to pimento to jalapeno. And I have a cheese spread. I wish they were back in the cans, but try to find canned cheese nowadays at a decent price. So we got covered this one. This is 30 days. Yes, I tend to go fast. Or if I go any slower, it'll take me about 2 hours. And if I do that, or when hell freezes over, which is soon, I might do a live stream talking about food. Okay. Additional food supply. Once you got your freezer full of meat and frozen vegetables, it could be beef, it could be chicken, it could be pork, but you got to figure, you have a big chest freezer, you figure out the space and the weight of the meat. All right, and make sure you have a proper generator. If your generator dies, guess what happened to your meat? It defrosts. And also you should put on the bottom of the deep freezer is about 1 inch sandstone. Now there's several grades in Washington State that are perfect. This will hold the cold in the chest freezer. It doesn't melt like ice. It stays cold for about 12 hours. That's a good plus sign for you if you have a chest freezer. See Anthony's video at Palmetto Prepared. Flour. I have to talk about people on flour. That gives me a big headache. All right? Flour lasts 25 pounds for 1 month for one person. So you should have 50 pounds for the next 2 months. 1 pound, 1 month. Okay? That should take care of all your baking, pancake, biscuit needs. Okay? 25 pounds. If you don't bake and if you don't eat pancakes or biscuits, reduce this to 10 pounds. I'm serious. A lot of you people waste flour, and flour is a precious commodity. You want plain flour, not self-rising, not any kind of other flours, plain flour. Okay, now it does have, you cannot store flour like wheat. It has a limited lifespan. It's best if you use it within 5 months and kept in normal conditions. If you freeze it, keep it out of moisture at sub-zero temperature, it lasts 5 years. But are you going to get a deep freeze and do all the necessary things to store the flour properly or bake it? All right. Now, if you've seen Page Family, I think Page Family Compound, Our Journey Back. I think it's back. I'm not too sure. But you'll see Page Family. They'll explain how to store flour in jars. Or go see my other video where I quickly mention about flour. Flour, you have to be careful. You get weevils, bugs, it goes rancid. Worse, you goof around and you cause a dust explosion. And there goes your house. Milk. Back to milk. You want 8 cans of evaporated, 4 cans of condensed, 4 boxes of dried milk. Now the boxes I was talking about are the 3-pack ones. They're small, lightweight, easy to put away. Can't go wrong with that. Dried eggs in a number 10 can, 1. Assorted dried fruits, 8.5 pounds. This is for one person. This is not a family of 4, one person. Because when it comes crunch time, you'll be fighting over certain things. Onions. Bulb onions with a nice skin. Fresh, you want 2.5 for 1 month. I'm doing this slow. I know this is going to take long. Dehydrated, 1.5 for 1 month. And we're going to stop right here, okay, at dehydrated onions, 1.5 pounds, that's bulk, for 1 month. And then we'll get back to it. And this is for WD Glock Rock and Roll. And I'll catch you later, folks, in the next video.